Hello, it is 9 p.m. in Art. This time to English New Edition. For tonight headlines we have the interior region celebrates the Eid al-Adha. 86 migrants rescued in the Mediterranean Sea. Welcome to our newsroom. On this second day of Eid al-Adha, the Presidency of the Republic continues to receive congratulatory messages from world leaders wishing the head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh, health and happiness on the occasions of our national holiday and Eid al-Adha, as well as greater well-being, development, prosperity for the Djiboutian people. The latest messages come from the King of the Kingdom of Sweden. His Majesty Charles says Gustav in his telegram. The Swedish King expressed his ardent wishes of happiness and success to President Guelleh and those of greater well-being and progress to all Djiboutians. A similar message came from the Federal Democratic Republic. The President of the Federal Republic Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, Her Excellency Ms. Sahle Work Zaude, on behalf of the people and government of the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, I wish to express to Your Excellency and through you to the brotherly people and government of Djibouti my warm congratulations on the occasions of the National Day of the Republic of Djibouti, wrote Ms. Zewde in the telegram's address to the head of state. I remain deeply convinced that the privileged relations between our two countries will always lead to more shared interests for our two peoples. She noted in the same message, reiterating her best wishes for progress and prosperity to the people of Djibouti. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also sent us a similar message to President Guelleh. The representative of the African Union Commission in Somalia, the head of the ATMIS, His Excellency Mohammed El Amin Suef, was also among the illustrious personalities who sent the head of state a message of congratulations on the occasions of our National Day and Eid al-Adha. As part in other parts of the countries and the Islamic world, the people of Arta celebrate Eid al-Adha with enthusiasm in a pleasant atmosphere. Very early in the mornings, a large number of worshippers, men, women, children, all ages and social classes from various working class districts gathered at the prayer site. Shortly afterwards, the prefect of the region and the president of the regional council welcomed the local elected officials, chief of the various uniformed corps, civil servant, traditional chief, eminent religious figures, active women from local civil society, and other guests to the prefectural residence for the customary official reception around the traditional Eid breakfast dishes. The guests enjoyed yellowed and toasted gallets with a curdly milk in a joyous and convivial atmosphere of meeting. Meanwhile, in the rest of the town, the festivity continued in the pleasantly cool mornings in the town centers. Well-dressed children enjoyed the swings and other children's games on offer. Everywhere, the party was in full swing. In some corners, you could hear the sounds of the many children's toys and gadgets on display as they made their way through the main streets.
سمع الله لمن حمده الله أكبر الله أكبر السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر ولله الحمد أيها المسلمون عباد الله أيها المسلمون عباد الله هذا يوم العيد جميع ربوع هذه الوطن الجميل إن هذه النعمة أي نعمة الأمن تحتاج إلى شكر لدوامها وإن من شكر النعم ذكرها وغرسها في نفوس أبنائنا لتقديرها ومعرفة حقها والحفاظ عليها فنربيهم على تفاني في خدمة وطنهم. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة ونعوذ بك من سخطك والنار. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل ونعوذ بك من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل. الله عيدا عيدنا عمري دار البواقي عيدنا عافية تقرنا عيدنا الله عيدا عيدنا عمري دار البواقي عيدنا عافية تقرنا.
Following the example of other regions of the countries and the rest of the Islamic world, the Ukar celebrate Eid al-Adha this morning with joy and meeting in a particular pleasant climatic atmosphere. In the Dikhr region, very early in the morning, a large number of worshippers, men and women, children, all ages, converged on the prayer buildings on the outskirts of the town. The Eid al-Adha morning prayers took place in the Sheikh Mandaitu area, in the presence of the prefect of Dikhl, Mr. Hassan Abdi Rawleh, and the president of the regional council, Mahad Hussein Ahmed, the deputy prefect Yusuf Ali, and Idris Hussein Abbas, not forgetting the presence on sites of numerous local elected representatives and other senior government officials from the southern regions of the countries. Inside the buildings where the prayers was held, the multicolored crowd of worshippers repeated the colors the Imam's words on the Takbir specific.
سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الحمد لله الذي جعل الأعياد في الإسلام مصدرا للهناء والسرور. الحمد لله الذي تفضل في هذه الأيام.
Shortly afterwards, the prefect of Dikhl region, Hassan Abdi Roble, and the president of the regional council, Mahad Hussein Ahmed, welcomed the local elected officials, head of the various uniformed services, and civil servant, traditional chief, eminent religious figures, active women from local civil society, and other guests to the prefectural residence for the customary official receptions around the traditional Eid breakfast dish called Ambabura. The people of Obok celebrate Eid al-Adha with enthusiasm and in a pleasant atmosphere. From the first light of dawn, the town was alive with joyful energy as residents prepared for morning prayers. Their streets were filled with a particular effervescence on in this special day, as residents dressed in their finest traditional garb made their way to the designated prayer site. Eager to take part in this sacred moment in a burst of religious fervor, they converged on the prayer courtyard, joining their brothers and sisters in the faith. The prayer courtyard was beautifully laid out, adorned with the colorful carpet arranged in careful rows, and the rays of the rising sun gently caressed the faces of the faithful, creating a serene atmosphere conducive to reflections and spiritual the presence of the prefect of the region and the president of the regional council and other eminent personalities added to chant call prayers echoed through the air, inviting all heard them to join the sacred gatherings Obok inhabitant.
وبسبب أمنها واستقرارها بالأمن والسلام أصبحت بلادنا جيبوتي يقصدها إليها الناس من كل حد ومن كل زوج ويرغبون العمل فيها في جيبوتي.
After this, the prefect of the Obok region, Musa Adan Migane, and received the Obok peoples in his residence to take part at the breakfast of Eid al-Adha. It was in a climate of joy and gaiety that the religious feast of Eid al-Adha was commemorated this Wednesday in Tajarrah throughout the countries. The commemorative festivities got underway early in the mornings as traditions dictate, with the great collective Eid prayers held on the usual sites set aside for the Eid prayers. Early in the mornings, the people of Tajarrah gathered for the Eid prayer with the participation of Muhammad Hamad Abbas, the prefect of the region, the president of the regional council, Umar Hussein, the sultan of Tajarrah, Ali Habib Ahmed, and the minister of justice, Ali Hassan Bahdoun. And after the Eid prayers, after the Eid prayer, the prefect of Tajarrah, Muhammad Hamad Abbas, organized a reception by a visit from Prefect Muhammad Hamad Abbas and the Minister of Justice Ali Hassan Bahdoun at the Sultan Ali Habib headquarters.
ياللي نباني الامريسي ياللي نبيني يسكسي عيد فرحاتي كي هبا وراشدنا مكاد فردي ياللي نباني الامريسي ياللي نبيني يسكسي عيد فرحاتي كي هبا وراشدنا مكاد فردي ينتا ويرجي عيدا بدا يبري المد غيره كي عيدا 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 رسا ينتا ويرجي عيدا بدا يبري المد غيره كي عيدا مثل يكي بعد الكي كاوالي المد غيره فرحة ونكسن عيد مبارك عيد نريا معاي سيني يا معاي انتي يا معاي.
Following the example of the other regions of the countries and the rest of the Islamic world, Ali Sabih region yesterday celebrate Eid al-Adha with joy and meetings in a particular pleasant climatic atmosphere. This was due to the rainy weather brought on by permanently overcast skies. The rains were eagerly waited at the height of the hot season in Ali Sabih very early. In the morning, a large number of worshippers, men, women, children of all ages and social categories from all the popular districts converged on the so-called high-level sports buildings on the immediate outskirts of the town, a short distance behind the Flag Mountain. The great morning prayers of Eid al-Adha took place on the artificial turf of the buildings in the presence of the members of the government. The Minister of National Education, Vocational Training, Mustafa Muhammad Mahmoud, accompanied the Prefect of the regions, Abdul Malik Muhammad Benoita, the President of the Regional Council authorities from the Central Region, Sharmaki Hassan Allale, not to mention the presence on site of the numerous local elected representatives and other senior government officials for these southeastern regions in the countries. Inside the sport buildings of the multicolored crowd of worshippers repeated in chorus the Imam's words on the takbir specific to these types of prayers. At the end of this prayer, the evening invocations are implored for a period of abundance for the populations of the vast area.
غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله أكبر الله أكبر كبيرا والحمد لله.
After this, the prefect of Ali Sabih region, Abdul Malik Muhammad Banoita, accompanied by the president of the regional council, Sharmaki Hassan Allale, received the officials and the elders of the Ali Sabih region to take part at the breakfast on the residence of the prefect. This meeting is Following the example of the interior region, Ali Sabih region celebrated the 46th anniversary of our beloved country's independence with the fervor. The military parade took place in a festive atmosphere with the armed forces and security forces performing the military parade in front of the hundreds of compatriots.
Gobonimadu waa geed hadhweyn, gobonimadu shan mudaaga kaygo qarni waliba dhaqankiisa qarni waliba dhaqankiisa waa inuu ku dhaata waa inuu ku dhaata
bulshayay cudun calankani midnimo ku curtay duniduna gucisaysaye aan ku caanbaxnay dhashacawo kale
hilowle hoobalowa hilowle hoobalowa hilowle hoobalowa
gobonnimo ku ciida calankiyo xuskiisa
hilowle hoobalowa
barwaaqaad calanyo cawanoo horseede
لرسول كنا بالي عبينات أرحبالي بادل بنتو نبا عصفة ذبح حمالي بنديرة تتيرا والدقيرة لرسول كنا بالي عبينات أرحبالي بادل بنتو نبا عصفة ذبح حمالي بنديرة تتيرا والدقيرة أحرسة أبيلالي أحرسة أبيلالي بنديرة تتيرا والدقيرة
calankan u dhaarteen dhulka maalintuu yimid ayihii daboola dhaqsay bogsiyo dhankan anigu ka xigo cadow kaga soo dhici
gobonimadu waa geed hadhweyn gobonimadu waa guri dugso gobonimo hadhkeeda lagu gam'aa gobonimo la'aanteed waa gunnimo gobonnimo ku ciida calankiyo xuskiisa
hilowle hoobalowa
barwaaqaad calanyo cawanoo horseede
hilowle hoobalowa
cadowka mareeye cimriga hawaaro
hilowle hoobalowa
innino simbilayro horammita kay cafayda
The Minister of National Education Vocational Training, Mustafa Muhammad Mahmoud, has, for his part, thanked the Aska peoples and given them the greetings of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Ismail Omar Guelleh. He said that this memorable day was an opportunity to celebrate our national sovereignty, our cultural heritage, and the progress made since independence. In the morning, the parade, which was the highlight of the festivities, brought together thousands of enthusiastic citizens and was marked by the impressive participations and various entities, all united in paying tribute to our independence and to those who have contributed to our country's development. The military, police, gendarmerie, firefighter associations, folk troop, and many other marched with pride and determination. The parade was an opportunity to strengthen the ties between the local authorities and the population in an atmosphere of fraternity and shared applause and the cheers filled the air, testified by unity, solidarity of our nation. The 46th anniversary celebrations ended with a wrestling ceremony dedicated to the memory of the martyrs of independence.
ولا تحسبن الذين قتلوا في سبيل الله أمواتا. اللهم إنا نسألك أمنا وإيمانا يا رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر لشهدائنا يا أرحم الراحمين الذين شهدوا لك بالوحدانية.
Following the example of inland regions, celebrations to commemorate the 46th anniversary of independence were held with great pomp in Obok on the evening of Monday, June. The ceremony was graced by the presence of the Minister of Tourism and Commerce, Mohamed Warsama Diriye, the Prefect Musa Adam Migane, the President of the Regional Council, Mohamed Hamad Ismail, and with the participation of the parliamentarian Ali Hamad Hassan Aibos and Mr. Kamil Hamad.
كرسى الأرحبة حي الأرحبة أرحبة أرحبة يا أرحبة 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 الرسول أحيو كنا بالرسول أحبني كنا بك العلوان يا عمل مري رسول أرحبة أرحبة يا أرحبة 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 الرسول أحيو كنا بالرسول أحبني كنا بك بسيتي عيري رقرقلوك دبل ملا بولابك كوديجيران لبها عفر جيللوك مرتولانوك دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران سيو بسيتي عيري رقرقلوك دبل ملا بولابك كوديجيران لبها عفر جيللوك مرتولانوك دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران دبل دينكار لبا كوديجيران اي ديجيرا يادوي بنديرا تا ديجيرا يادوي افريتا ايككل بنديرا افريتا ايككل انت بلاي
The prefect of the region, Musa Adan Migane, taken to the stage, delivering an impressive speech that resonated with crowd. He spoke of the sacrifices of the nation's ancestors and the responsibility to perpetuate their legacy. The prefect stressed the importance of education, innovation, sustainable development to ensure a better future for Obok and its inhabitants. Finally, the prefect of the region in his speech praised the resilience and determination of the people of Obok. For his part, the Minister of Commerce and Tourism, Mohamed Warsama Diriye, underlined the importance of Independence Day, highlighting Obok's growth and potential as a tourist destination, highlighting the region's natural wonders and cultural heritage. The 46th anniversary of Independence Day in Djibouti was a memorable occasion celebrated with enthusiasm and pride across the country. Obok, along with the other regions, joined in the festivity to commemorate liberation from the colonial yoke And one of the highlights of the celebrations was the grand military parade that showcased the country's strength.
Les troupes à pied.
sakate mi'im nisimbili kasleko solele nisimbilo labhako digrele nisimbilo sayoko dablele nisimbilo andeko waktele nisimbilo magale hidintole nisimbilo kona baida garale nisimbilo nisimbili nisimbili sakate mi'im nisimbili.
Dini.
والأحياء بالماء والثلج والبرد ونقيه من الخطايا كما ينقى الثوب الأبيض من الدنس وأبدله خيرا من داره تسليم الكفار.
For the international scene, Libya, 86 migrants rescued with the Mediterranean. The Ocean Viking rescued a number of would-be Europe-bound migrants off the coast of Libya on Wednesday while they were in peril in their makeshift boat in the Mediterranean. A total of 86 people were rescued by NGOs SOS Mediterranean. The migrants, 18% of whom were unaccompanied minors, had suffered fuel burns. The ship carrying these unfortunate souls has received authorizations from the Italian authorities. It is due to the drop anchors in Bari after a 3 days trip. More than 18,000 people have reached Europe from North Africa and the Middle East by sea, while a further of 1,208 are thought to have died or gone missing trying to cross the Mediterranean since the beginning of this year. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.